Oh wait, I actually pretended that I actually jumped and I pressed that coin box actually from that Super Mario game. Wait a minute, I'm talking about the wrong project actually. I am talking about the movie How to Steal a Million. So yeah, which today guys, I am going to be reviewing How to Steal a Million. So yeah, so before I go, I'm going to say this. Cue the intro. Okay guys, this is it. And today, before I start this video, I got to review 3 movies in 1 week actually, which I reviewed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem on August 15th of this year. I got to re-review Anastasia on August 16th of this year, which was a Wednesday. And now I'm going to be reviewing right now actually with this movie. So yeah guys, so today I am going to be reviewing this movie right now today. So yeah. So without further ado, I am going to be reviewing this movie right now, actually. So yeah. Hey guys, this is Evan's Disney's Film Corner 2023 here, and today, guess what guys? And today, I am going to be doing my movie review on How to Steal a Million. Came in the year of 1966. So yeah. So I am going to read this plot on the internet. So yeah. So basically what the plot's about, Charles Burnett expressed his passion for art by foregoing masterpieces and selling them at a hefty profit. The troubles start in his reproduction and of a paralyzed sculpture winds up in a famous I meant to say famous Paris museum if the inspectors determine that it is inaccurate. Burnett's reputation will be tarnished. That's why his French daughter, Nicole, hires his cat bugler, Simpson Dermond, to steal the sculpture back before it's too late. So yeah. So that's basically what the plot's about this movie. So yeah, so I did remember that this movie actually did came out on July 13th of 1966, which is the same year that my mom was born actually, July 31st of 1966 as well. So yeah. And also yeah, I know this movie is actually an hour and 3 minutes actually. So yeah, I meant to say I know this movie's actually 2 hours and 3 minutes actually. Yeah. And also yeah. And also this movie also stars Audrey Hepburn as well. So yeah. And also yeah. And also oh yeah, I know this movie is actually I know the movie set was filmed in Paris through the characters speak entirely in English, actually. And Hepburn's clothes were designed by Groovy, which so I mispronounced that name, but that's okay. But yeah. Yeah, so yeah, guys. So what do I think of this movie? I have to say, this is definitely one of Audrey Hepburn's best movies. Like, yeah. I mean, How to Steal a Million is definitely a fantastic comedy movie. Like, yeah, it is a comedy heist movie, which honestly, yeah, it is a comedy heist movie as well, and also yeah, and also this movie also stars Peter O'Toole actually, which yeah, and also this movie is also from 20th Century Fox as well, so yeah, and also even though they're now called 20th Century Studios now, so yeah, and also yeah. even though they're now owned by Disney now. So yeah, and also, even though the editor was actually Robert Swift, which sorry I mispronounced his last name. So yeah, correct me if I'm wrong if I actually pronounce that person's last name, but that's okay. So yeah, and also yeah, and now let's talk about the cast of this movie, which honestly, I definitely thought Audrey Hepburn as Nicole Burnett, which is actually the daughter of Charles Burnett, was also fantastic in this movie. Like definitely one of Audrey Hepburn's best roles of this movie, best roles as well, along with her roles in Love in the Afternoon and My Fair Lady as well. So yeah. And also Funny Face as well. So yeah, I definitely thought she was absolutely phenomenal in this movie as well. I mean, yeah. And I definitely thought that Peter O'Toole as Samson Burnett, the thief who helps Nicole to win back the vice. So yeah, which honestly I thought he was really fantastic in this movie as well. So yeah. And also the other actors in this movie like Ellis Watch, which as David, which I'm sorry I mispronounced his name, but that's okay. As David Leland was fantastic, and also Hugh Griff as Charles Burnett, and Art Fagor, and owner of the Vices, is his father's substance, the Vices, after his mother, which honestly he was great in this movie as well. So yeah, and even the rest of the cast of this movie is definitely fantastic. I mean, yeah, it's definitely absolutely phenomenal. I mean, yeah, even though that I know that this movie also, yeah, also in pop culture, and variable exaggerable between and Nicole and her father during the film. Papa Nicole was borrowed in an appearance in an successful series of commercials of Renago, which sorry I mispronounced it. That's okay. So yeah. And also the robbery scenes were also copied in Heidi in the Loafer in 1973. And also yeah. And I'm also yeah, and also it does say pop culture on that. So yeah, on Wikipedia. So yeah, now let's get back onto the movie actually. So yeah, and now let's talk about the music and the score of this movie, which is actually composed by the one and only John Williams before he actually composed Jaws and Star Wars actually, and The Empire Strikes Back, and Star Wars: The Return of the Jedi. He actually composed this movie right over here, How to Steal a Million, which honestly, and to be honest, guys, I definitely thought John Williams' score of this movie is definitely fantastic. I mean, it still holds up to this day. 57 years later, it still is fantastic, and it still is absolutely phenomenal to listen to, actually. So, yeah, and also, yeah, it's definitely fantastic. I mean, yeah, this is also one of John Williams' best scores as well, and also and also forgot to mention that John Williams also composed other classic movies like the Indiana Jones franchise, and also yeah, and also and yeah, I mean, and he also and he did compose the first two Home Alone movies as well, Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, which is definitely my personal favorite Home Alone movie as well. I mean, yeah, I just love Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. That is definitely my favorite Home Alone movie. So yeah. And also, yeah. And also yeah, no, there's also a scene in How to Steal a Million which um which Samson Darman actually grabbed a maggot to actually get the key and to get out of the closet, which was also a really great scene as well. So yeah, and also yeah, this movie is really funny as well, and also this movie, and yeah, this is also one of Audrey Hepburn's best movies as well. So yeah, and now let's talk about the production design of this movie, which honestly, it still holds up. I mean, nothing else to say. I mean, the production design of How to Steal a Million still holds up to this day. It still looks absolutely phenomenal. I mean, to this day, I mean, I meant to say, it still holds up to this day. 57 years later, it still looks absolutely fantastic and absolutely phenomenal at the exact same time. I mean, yeah, even though this movie was actually filmed in Paris, actually. So yeah, and also yeah, yes, I did review another. I did review another Audrey Hepburn movie that I reviewed back in January of 2021. At the end of January 2021, in May of 2023 with Roman Holiday, which you can actually check out on my channel. I already reviewed that movie back in on May 19th of this year. You can actually check that out. So yeah, and I also reviewed another Audrey Hepburn movie called Love in the Afternoon on February 17th of this year, and you can also check that out on my channel. So yeah, and now I'm reviewing another Audrey Hepburn movie, and this time it's on How to Steal a Million. So yeah, and I also forgot to mention that this movie is also directed by William Winner, which honestly, he did fantastic directing this movie as well. So yeah, guys, so overall, I have nothing else to say about this movie. So yeah, guys, so if you haven't seen How to Steal a Million, where have you been? I highly recommend it. So yeah, and also yeah, I do have nothing else to say about this movie. So yeah, guys, so I am going to give How to Steal a Million a 10 out of 10 spectacular. So yeah, guys, what do you think of my movie review on How to Steal a Million? So yeah, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe my channel, and make sure to like this video. So yeah, so stay tuned for my re-review on the Simpsons movie, which I'm going to be reviewing that on Tuesday, August 22nd of this year. So stay tuned for that. And after that, my movie review on Saving Mr. Banks, which will be next Friday on August 25th of this year of 2023. So stay tuned for those. So yeah, guys. So I make this wish, doing something more for us than this. Oh, more than this. Oh. Who's your favorite fearless hero? Who's your favorite fearless hero? We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno. See the light where the sky meets the sea. It calls me, and no one knows before it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go. Oh, you're just un poco loco, and bye.